Good morning and welcome to the new episode of Frontiers of Knowledge of Dr. Lamba's Awakening Call. Nanotechnology is making strides in practically every field of life, be it space, be it medical sciences, be it agriculture, textiles, paper, automobiles, or any other sector. The strides made by nanotechnology are astounding. It's overtaking all aspects because it is applicable to everything. Now, the latest developments, some of them, there were about 20 new developments reported this month. And the first one, which very much interests me, is from a combination of Harbin Institute of Technology in China and Northumbria University. Now, these two universities combined together and have jointly developed a new technology solution which will provide some low power system for use in bionic eyes. It's a new generation of artificial vision aids. And this development, as I said, is a new method for controlling the artificial synaptic devices used in bionic retina. So people who are even blind, visually impaired, can use a bionic eye. And this would enable them to read, write, drive, and do anything. This is a synaptic device and it is a significant breakthrough. The team has discovered that injecting materials of the red soft iridium in a two-dimensional material called molybdenum disulfide can improve electrical connectivity and reduce power consumption of the optical synapses used in the development of bionic eyes. Now, the biggest problem that bionic eyes were facing was that their battery would be exhausted, but the new technology has been tested within the structure of electronic retina and found to produce the high quality image sensing functioning required. This is a boon, going to be a boon to the people who are visually impaired. And then comes your electronic, your smartphone. Today your smartphone is your office. It is your base of very existence and day-to-day interaction, business, work, family, entertainment, name it and name it. And now till now we have been seeing 3D holograms only in the science fiction movies. But with the new development, you would see them in your daily life, the three-dimensional holograms. Earlier they used to be single dimension, you would just see it. There was no depth. Now the 3D holograms based on the phase shifting holographic method could be captured by using a large specialized camera with a polarizing filter. And this Korean research group has developed technology that requires holograms on mobile devices such as smartphones. The Korean Institute of Science and Technology recently announced that a team at their Center for Optoelectronic Material and Devices has developed a photodiode which detects the polarization of light in developing and near infrared region without additional polarizing. And the result is a miniaturized hologram that images sensors and 3D holograms are projected on the screen. What happens is that these photoiodides convert light into current signals and they are essential components within the pixels of image sensors in digital and smartphone cameras. Now, this is introducing the ability to sense the polarization of light to image sensors of an ordinary camera. Not that there has been no polarization, you remember the polar cameras were there, but these ones have several hundred micrometer in size attached to very ultra small diode image, less than a micrometer in size. Imagine, that's nanotechnology. Thus, they could not be implemented, but now this can be done. The purpose is excellent in photo detection of various wavelengths, from ultraviolet to infrared, even capable of selectively detecting polarizing character of a light in near infrared zone. And this would create a digital holographic image sensor that records the polarizing characters to a successfully captured hologram. But then another one which excited me, and I'm sure you would like it, we are fitness freaks. We wear the watches, we tell us how many steps we have taken. We tell us our heartbeat, our blood pressure, these wearables. And now they have developed a fitness sensor that tells you that, okay, you have reached your limit. Don't go further. Don't exercise more. That can be harmful. That can impact your heart. That can impact your brain, your body function. Now this ultra thin nanomaterial, which is called MZine, they are easier to monitor a person's well-being. And how do they do it? They analyze the perspiration. They share a similar two-dimensional nature to graphene, MXenes, composed of non-toxic metals such as titanium, in combination with carbon and nitrogen atoms. But that graphite has been converted, used, removed because of its expense. So ultra-thin nanomaterial called MXene has been used. So naturally high conductivity, strong surface charges. So this it can be used in biosensors that can detect small changes to chemical concentrations. As a matter of fact, there is a Hossam Al-Sharif group. They have developed this MXene composite electrode in 29, which was put in a wearable armband sensor. But this was heavy. So now what they have done is they have gone further. They have combined MXene sheets with droidals. Droidals are water-filled polymers that are compatible with human tissues. They are able to stretch. And interestingly, the team found that high level of mobile ions and hydrogen produced strong sensitivity to mechanical strains that occur within the exercise. So, once you apply pressure to them, the sheets become horizontally oriented and they have a high concentration of negative charges in the surface. So, a prototype wearable sensor has been developed. It tracks the muscle movement, producing distinct electrical resistance patterns as chemical stress increases. These patterns change instantly when the sensor was exposed to additional ions in the form of acidic or basic solutions. Now, you know that you are taking an exercise, you are walking, you are running, galloping, or horse riding, or playing golf, but now you have reached the limit. And it's time to say, okay, let me rest now. And then, nowadays we are obsessed with coronavirus. This pandemic has highlighted the devastating impact of lung inflammation, which is a part of the acute respiratory distress syndrome. So the researchers, what they have done, they have developed a structural blueprint of nanoparticles, and then what these do, they target the white blood cells which are responsible for lung inflammation. It's a new route to diagnose and treat this acute respiratory distress syndrome. And if you suffer from that, you have to be put on the ventilator. So, the neutrophils, and neutrophils are the white blood cells responsible for detecting and eliminating harmful particles in the body. So they are identified, and then they are strengthened. There is a protein clumping. So the favorable uptake is that once they are strengthened, they are able to reduce the impact of acute respiratory distress syndrome. The researchers have investigated how neutrophils are able to differentiate between the bacteria to be destroyed and other components in the bloodstream, such as your cholesterol level. As a matter of fact, they have studied and researched 23 different protein brands, the nanoparticles, and they have revealed a set of rules that predicts uptake by these neutrophils. Now let's not forget this syndrome, acute respiratory syndrome, is a life-threatening form of respiratory failure. Prior to COVID-19, in USA alone, every year, 200,000 annual cases of used to be there and 75,000 deaths. With the COVID, it has increased manifold. So, the process causes, when you suffer from it, neutrophils to release compounds. So, patients develop low blood oxygen level. When this technique is used, the new technique, then the low pressure would not be there and the lung injury would not be aggravated, it will be healed. Before the air sacs in the lungs are damaged, they would be repaired. So patient would be able to survive. What happens is there is no drug to control it. And this new treatment is going to be a boon to those people. It focuses on supporting patients while the lungs heal naturally. Slowly, of course, but they heal naturally without any invasive treatment surgically or medically. So, these nanoparticles are used to concentrate drugs in injured and diseased organs. They are also used in gene therapy and immunology. That's being taught. So the whole new vista of treatment, of Medicare, is being opened. And that is something which makes us think that human innovativeness, human capabilities are boundless. And then again about coronavirus. Paul Asher Institute and University of Bristol have developed a rapid test for coronavirus or COVID-19 with nanotechnology. What happens is it functions principally on reliable quantifiable results concerning a patient's COVID-19 disease and its course. So before this test is been tested, they say is optimizing. A major shortcoming of the present test, the rapid antigen test, is that their lack of reliability. They are not reliable. 122 test kits were examined and more than 20% failed. They did not even meet the minimum requirement of identifying 75% of the tests that are needed. So a new test that has been developed, unlike the antigen test, does not directly detect components of virus, but are the antibodies of the immune system. It is inexpensive, it's quick, it's easy to use, and can be used simultaneously to identify a variety of pathogens: flu, ARDS, acute respiratory distress syndrome, coronavirus, Omicron, and so on. The center building block of the test is a small rectangular plate of ordinary plexiglass, similar to a microscope slide. It consists of a lower layer in 1 millimeter thick and upper layer of 0.2 millimeter thick. And that uses electric beam of lithography, precisely milling solid materials, and in this way they can detect much easier. This is the diverse growth, inventiveness, ingenuity to help enable human beings to have a better quality of life, to have a quality of life that is going to be more enjoyable, less distressful. Voila! This is something commendable, and these few developments are just an example of hundreds of other developments that have taken place last year, and I said 20 new developments that took place this year. Thank you.